10 things Christians need to stop doing. Number 1. Quit acting like you're better than those who don't know Jesus, because you're not. Romans 3:23 says, "For all have sinned and come short of the glory of God." Number 2, stop pointing out the speck in your neighbor's eye while ignoring the plank in your own. Matthew 7 verse 5 says, "Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, then thou shalt see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye." Number 3, stop using the phrase, "He who is without sin, cast the first stone," out of context. The next thing that Jesus said was, "Go and sin no more." John 8:11. The Lord asked her, "Who has condemned thee?" She said, "No man, Lord." And Jesus said unto her, "Neither do I condemn thee. Go and sin no more." Number 4, stop using grace as a license to sin whenever you want. Jesus is grace, so don't trample him under your feet. Romans 6 verses 1 and 2 says, "What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? God forbid. How shall we that are dead to sin live any longer therein?" Number 5, stop expecting the world to love you. Jesus says it would hate you. Matthew 10 verse 22, "And you shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved." Number 6, stop gossiping. This includes sharing juicy prayer requests with no intention of actually praying. Psalms 34 verse 13 says, "Keep thy tongue from evil and thy lips from speaking guile." Ephesians 4 verse 29 also tells us not to gossip. It says, "Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs." Number 7, stop following false prophets. You cannot deny the fact that there are false prophets everywhere. And if you are not careful enough, you might fall their victim. Jeremiah 29 verses 8 and 9 says, "For thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, let not your prophets and your diviners that be in the midst of you deceive you, neither hearken to the dreams which they cause you to dream. For they prophesy falsely unto you in my name. I have not sent them, saith the Lord." Number 8, stop sowing seeds. This is a strategy that false prophets use on Christians to get them to give money. The premise is that you will give money and God will give you a financial increase. 2 Corinthians 9 verse 7 says, "Every man according as he purposed in his heart, so let him give, not grudgingly or of necessity, for God loveth a cheerful giver." Number 9, quit defending sin. Most of us, when our favorite pastors or prophets fall into sin, we make an excuse for them. Case in point, what is happening with T.D. Jakes. He was exposed as an homosexual, and a lot of Christians come out to defend him. But Hebrews 10:26 says, "If we willfully sin after we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sins. And number 10, stop cherry picking the Bible. If you feel sometimes as though there are parts of the Bible that makes you feel uncomfortable, that is normal and expected. 2 Timothy 3 verses 16 and 17 says, "All scriptures is given by the inspiration of God, and it is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, and for instruction in righteousness."